How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. And it's some Bourbon Barrel Aged Porter time. In the form of Alewerks Brewing's Bourbon Barrel Aged Porter. This is my first foray into dark Alewerks beers. I've had a few of their beers, not quite a few enough, let's put it that way. They've almost all come courtesy of my buddy Harry. You've seen him in reviews and stuff like that before. He travels a lot. He's gone down there and Bitter Valentine. I had a Belgian Saison from them. I believe I had a Belgian Triple from them. A couple different Alewerks pits and pieces and all that kind of stuff. But this one comes courtesy of Ryan from down there in Virginia Way. Thank you very much, Ryan, for sending this off my way. He's a viewer, dug his review, said, "Hey man, I'll send you off some beers," and he sent me this. And there, I believe it was another barrel-aged beer. I believe it was a stout, coffee stout, actually. So I'm super excited to give that a whirl. Anyway, let's get into the nitty-gritty. As far as what it says on this bottle, it says Alewerks Brewing Company, Bourbon Barrel Porter aged in bourbon barrels, 9% alcohol by volume. And I think that's it. Yeah, Williamsburg Alewerks, Williamsburg, Virginia. This is their Brewer's Choice, and this was bottled on October 4th, 2016. This is January 30th, 2017. So 11, 12, 1, 3.5 months old. So there you go. 3.5 months old on a barrel-aged product from Alewerks. Let's dive into it and see what she's got. Hopefully she shows and proves. I was actually being taunted by Ryan the other day. Actually, it was last night. Or was it last night or the night before? Anyway, the other day, I always say something about, that this beer did not suck. And he sent me these off. And he sent me a picture on we're communicating back and forth on a Facebook Messenger, and he sent me a picture of him drinking. I don't know if it was this one or the other one. He goes, "This review will not suck." So, hold me to that shit, motherfucker. Anyway, Pinky Finger, malted malt ball colored hell, just south of that, actually. Somewhere between khaki and malted malt ball. Something you want to take a snap on. Defying gravity on the edges there a little bit. It's very beveled and pretty uniform fucking microscopic bubble strap. And that sucker's pretty damn dark. And this is going to be, I assume, very boozy, very barrel-forward beer. Why do I say that? This glass is my Hugelstatten Puder glass, one of my favorite Baltic porter beers of all time. And this thing likes to garner a gigantic head. So if I poured this pretty aggressively, which I did, if it's not actually like producing a gigantic head, that means it's probably going to be a little bit boozy. A little bit boozy. Or it could be a little undercarbonated. I doubt that because the head's not going anywhere. Anyway, let's see if we can get a nose on her. There's bourbon in there. Whew. There's a spiciness to it, dude. What does it say? Oak bourbon barrels? That's it? There's this kind of cool spiciness to it. So, I'm getting a bourbon. I'm getting that kind of soft barrel charred chocolate thing that I've talked about ad nauseum in past reviews. When I really like a barrel of a beer, and almost like the way I define it, if you've never watched those ones, is like it almost like the perfect inside of a bourbon barrel for me tastes like if you were to like shave like a grater, shave some of the barrel char off, mix that with some kind of like semi-sweet milk chocolate, and then maybe even throw a little maraschino cherry juice in there and kind of blend that all up. That's kind of that perfect kind of barrel mixture I get. I mean, in a perfect world, we throw a little bit of coconut in there too. We can't have everything. But that's what I'm getting in there. That bourbon is there. It doesn't smell overly boozy, though. Like, I thought it was going to be a little bit boozy. It smells like it's more like a reduced down kind of bourbon to where it kind of took a little bit of the heat away. Having a hard time getting a beer out of this, though. That's the thing. Smells like a lot of barrel, a lot of spirit. And even though there's a little bit of generic kind of dark maltiness to it, really not getting much beer out of it. Not a bad thing. Sometimes that's, sometimes you want to go full force into a porter or something that big. You're looking for that, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. But yeah, it smells decadent, smells desserty, smells huge, smells very big. Let's put it that way. It's only 9%, like I said. I mean, it's not that big for a bourbon barrel aged beer. So let's dive into it, see what she's got. Cheers. Mm. It's just fun beer. This is a fun beer. First thing I'm going to say. First two things. They're equal. First things that jump out at me. The barrel is very well represented in this beer. It's bigger than the beer itself. But like I said, sometimes you want that. Sometimes you want a beer that really carries along. It's a secondary player sometimes. I like, roundness. But this is definitely a barrel-forward beer. But it's a really beautiful barrel. It's all that kind of menagerie of flavors that I talked about earlier kind of wrapped in there. Other thing that jumps out to me, it's a fucking porter. When you're talking about barreling a porter, you're talking about a 9% porter, okay? You're starting to get up there. Sometimes when you start to get up 9-10% with a porter, you're just kind of doing like a stout at that point. This has a very porter-like mouthfeel. Very creamy, very fluffy. It's dense, but it has this kind of microscopic bubbliness to it. I've talked about this with other beers before. It's like, it's not that it's a liquid. It's almost like everything in there is microscopic bubbles that burst when you go to drink it. And that's kind of what I get out of really nice porter. Kind of what I get out of a really well done Doppelbock too. And it has that in spades. That barrel. And I mean that barrel. The spirit is there, but it's all about the barrel in here. It's sweet, soft chocolate, soft cherries, that chocolate, even a little bit of vanilla, even a little bit of coconut. Yes, maybe we do have a perfect world here in this barrel. It's just there. It's just so well done. This reminds me of a lot of my favorite barrels that I drink, that I've had in my life, beer-wise. I'm talking about your Angel Share from Lost Abbey. I'm talking about your first series Flying Mouflon Barrel Age. The first one I ever came out with. The later iterations didn't really capture that. And those kind of barrels that really, I'm trying to think of other ones that really kind of took me and kind of really just grabbed a hold of that barrel and delivered exactly what I wanted. This reminds me of that. It was so well done barrel-wise. Pleasure to drink. Not that hard to put down. There's the slightest bit of heat on the back end. So soft, so delicious. This is fucking fantastic. Absolutely fantastic beer. Chocolate galore. It's all chocolate. It's like dark chocolates and, milk chocolates and all kinds of chocolates going on. Like I said, there's a little bit of cherry, a little bit of vanilla kind of coconut thing, and it's all from that barrel. The beer, like I said, is not super at the forefront, but at the same time, I'm willing to make that trade-off for how well this barrel is represented in here. I'm okay with that. The beer is still there. It doesn't feel like I'm just drinking a spirit, but at the same time, it's definitely lost kind of in there a little bit to the barrel. And yeah, mouth feels awesome with that classic porter-esque kind of fluffiness. And yeah, fucking beautiful fucking beer. Beautiful big beer. 9%, drinks like it's 15, and that the flavor is there. Not necessarily that's harsh and you can't put it down. It drinks like a bigger beer as far as the flavor profile goes. And yeah, overall, this is an absolutely fantastically well done beer. And what it's trying to do, what it's trying to be, everything about it is just, it's fucking delicious. Like I said, the beer is a little bit behind the barrel itself. Is that a big deal for some people? It might be. But for me, it's not. Going into this, it represents the barrel so well, even though the beer is a little bit lost in there. Going into it, I'm kind of happy that the beer, I'm getting a lot of barrelness. And that's what it is. It's a barrel. It's not the booziness, even though that's there. It's not the spirits. It's more of just showcasing what the barrel can do, which is a pretty fucking fantastic thing. So to sit here and like demolish it for actually not being just the beer leading away with other kind of accents, just not me. It's just that good of a fucking beer. So anyway, Ryan, thank you again for sending this off, because this is absolutely fantastic. Let's jump into it. Let's talk about it. Is it one of the better barrel-aged porters I've had as of late? Absolutely. Without a fucking doubt. Just represents everything I want to have in a barrel-aged porter, especially an imperialized one. It's only 9%, and it's a huge beer. It drinks bigger than 9%. Not in that harsh, boozy kind of way, but it just delivers that great, fantastic kind of flavor that you really want out of a beer, but at the same time, it's only 9%, so who can fucking, who could poop on it for that? Let's see, value and availability. Oh, value, no idea. No fucking idea. Perfect world. This would be anywhere around $15, give or take a couple bucks. $20 plus, my butthole get a little bit tight on that one. Wouldn't really like it, so hopefully it's right around $15, give or take a couple bucks. Maybe, hopefully, Ryan can chime in down there, let us know. Availability, same thing. No idea if this is brewery only or you have to get it off shelves. And just say, if you like what way like this. If you like barrels. If you like barrels and not in just a 2x4 to your face kind of barrel, because there's a nuance and subtlety to this that just delivers a beautiful representation of a barrel. It's just not over the top booziness and just like shoving barrel in your face. There's a delicateness to this. There's a softness to this that is so much more gentle than just barrel to your face. So the beer is there, like I said, but it's behind the barrel, and it doesn't show up as much as the barrel itself. But at the same time, it works. I can't keep. I feel weird to keep iterating that because I feel like when I say the beer's behind it, I'm throwing it out there as a negative. I'm not. The beer is just it's just well done, and I would have no qualms picking this up again because it's pretty fantastic. So yeah, if you like barrel aged beers, if you like imperial porters, if you like bourbon barrel aged beers, even though it's more the barrel than the spirit showing up here. If you like well made beers in really well balanced, even weird to say because I'm saying the barrel's forward on it, really balanced in a way that it's showcasing what it should kind of beers. If you like interesting beers, if you like good beers, you should try this beer because it's a good fucking beer. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did or you didn't or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped. Massive Beers in all 4 of those places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a beautiful Imperial coffee. Not coffee. There's no coffee in there. Imperial Porter Asian bourbon barrels right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.